My second grill deck, Stangg. So, Stangg is, I think, considered a baby commander, is what I think people call it. Don't know. Leave it in the comments if that's accurate. Anyways, moving on. So, this was a pull, and I was like, hey, that's an interesting commander. Let's build it. And I prefer the old art better. I wish I kind of revamped it a little better for his reprint. But you can't be picky. So, Stangg is 4 of any, 1 red, 1 green. Enters the battlefield. Create a 3/4 human warrior creature token named Stangg Trin. Exile that token when Stangg leaves. Sacrifice Stangg when that token leaves the battlefield. So ultimately, it is a 3/4 and a 3/4, which I usually, for this deck, double block. Now, this deck is built with grill fatties in mind. I'm also going to have a lot more mana help in this deck as well. I'm just putting him back in his case. There we go. So, I do have a little small twin creating token copies going on as well. And, yeah. I mean, a lot of mana help. A lot of big creatures, usually copy those big creatures and so forth and so forth. So, the sleeves I'm using for this deck is the Grill logo or Guild logo Ultra Pro. Decided to go the theme. So, 37 total land. I also have the Grill basic lands in here as well. 14 mountain. I have a lot of basic land. And 13 forest. Utilities. Blighted Gorge. Sacrifice it, deal 2 damage to target creature, so somewhat removal. Emergent Stone, sacrifice this. You may cast spells as those they have flash. Evolving Wilds, land search. Forgotten Cave, card draw. Grill Turf. Isolated Watchtower. Scry 1. You may reveal the top card of the library if it's a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. So again, a lot of mana help. Just trying to get mana out. Casting Wolf Run. Target creature gets X. Gains Trample. Rogue's Passage. Smoldering Crater. Nova card draw. And Temple of the False God. I am not using the green cyclings. Just because I have more red mana in it. Built in this deck. So, pretty fast tech here. Creatures 27 again. Just a lot of mana help. Elvish Mystic. Tap it to add 1 green. Land Noir Elves. Iron Mirror. More mana help. Scourge Villager. So when it taps for 1, then you flip it. It's taps for 2 extra mana. I'm gonna take some time real quick because someone is out of order. I see what happened. Okay. I do apologize for this. Usually I have this more organized. Alright, archetype of aggression. Give my creatures trample. And other creatures lose trample. That's the best part. Again, another creature to help me get my creatures trample. Skin Shifter. When it attacks, it becomes a copy of another target non-legendary attacking creature until the turn. This is a recent pull, so I'm adding it in, and it worked better than the little giant dude I had. So, whenever opponent casts an instant and sorcery spell, create a 1/2 spider with reach. Gore Claw. Creature spells with power 4 or greater, cost 2 less. So this is where it's going to start getting more bigger creatures. Mina and Den, to basically have that land help again. Sunder Shaman, give my stuff, or he can be blocked by more than one creature. It's a 5/5. Temur Sabertooth, you may return another target creature you control to his owner's hand. If you do, this creature gains indestructible. So, Treasure Keeper to help me get a 3 or less mana cost. I can pay without playing mana. Flameless Rider. Tax, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. So again, there's a lot of this creating token copies. Garruk's Pack Leader. Power 3 or greater, enters the battlefield, draw a card. Seedborn Muse. To untap all permanents I control on everyone else's untap stat. That's going to help me with these bigger creatures coming up. Emissary of Grudges. Single choose opponent. I'm just going to not read more because don't want to spend too much time. Infernal Titan. It's just a nice 6/6 to have out. Rurik. The Grill Guild Kit guy. Let me bring him out here so you can see the full foil better. I'm not a big fan of the matte. Can't enjoy the foils as much. Moving on. Savage Ventmaw. When it attacks, add mana to my mana pool. It's a 4/4. Bloodthirst. Return this bird from my graveyard to my hand. A nice 3/3. Whenever a creature you control with toughness 4 or greater dies, draw a card. Panglacier Worm. I have a lot of land search, so when I'm searching my library, I can play this card from my library. So when I play Cultivate, Lay of the Land, some of these other spells I'm going to see. If I have enough mana out, I can tap that mana and directly play him. And it's a 9/5. I just love that. Tyrant's Familiar, pretty staple for Commander. Archetype of Endurance, my creatures have hexproof. Everyone loses hexproof. Endray's Forerunners, Vigilance, Trample, Haste. 7/7. Enters battlefield, so that's why I have the Blink card in here as well, the Temur Sabertooth. So I could get him back in my hand and then cast it again to get the ability triggered. Lastly, my biggest creature, 12/12, Ancient Stone Idol. And I also create a 6/12 artifact creature token when this creature dies. So again, as you saw with my creatures, a lot of mana help, mana rocks. I don't know if the creatures are considered mana rocks as well. Enchantment, 27 creatures. To recap, 37 land. Enchantments, I have 9. I absolutely love this artwork. So I added it in. And I have a lot of expensive spells. I probably won't be able to play my cards before then. So Mana Bound helps me when I discard. I can put all my lands onto the battlefield into play. And I won't have to discard rest, but I'll have more mana for the next card to be played. Gravity Well. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, it loses. Sorry for the light right now. It loses flying until end of turn. I need a lot of flying help. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Rhythm of the Wild, great card to have because of the riot. Shifting Shadow. We were transition, I fixed the light. Shifting Shadow. Enchanted creature. At the beginning of upkeep, destroy this creature. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield and attach Shifting Shadow to it. Then put all over cards revealed this way. It's a way to have my creatures get haste and attack. This deck is kind of aggro. Snake Umbra. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has help card draw. Flame Shadow Conjuring to help me create tokens of creatures. Berserker's Onslaught. My creatures gain double strike. Bitter Feud. Basically, it helps deal damage to other players that I'm not attacking. And Warstorm Surge. Creature enters, deal combat battlefield, deals damage. Okay. So that's the enchantments pretty much designed to help me in this deck. Getting my creatures big, making tokens of other creatures, attacking. I would maybe add Kiki Jiki to this deck. I didn't want to because I wanted to stay focused onto more fatties. Artifacts, I have 11. Soul Ring. Dowsing Dagger. I get tokens. Equip creature. Gets big. But when I'm able to transform it, double combat damage. Add 3 mana of any color to my mana pool. So again, great mana help. A lot of mana help so I can cast these big creatures. Signet. Cluestone for card draw. Lockstone Warhammer to help give my creatures trample lifelink. Mage Slayer. Attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to defending player. That's the equipped creature. Obsidian Battle Axe. I have this in here in mind for Stangg. I know I wouldn't usually attack with my commander unless I'm able to and make sure I can attack and get damage through. In which case, this, whenever creature comes into play, I can attach it for free. And he is a human warrior, a 3/4. So, more mana help. Help me to card draw. Prismatic Geoscope helps with mana. Godfather Gift. At the beginning of my combat, exile creature card. From a graveyard, it becomes a token, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Have this in here just to get some creatures back out. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Double oh no. Okay. So, like I said, a lot of mana help. I'm going to repeat this a lot. I have a lot of big creatures, as you've seen. And I have a lot of mana ramp. Mana search. Spells, 15. Lay of the Land. Just so, if I have this in my hand, I can cast it and get my worm out. Reclaim to help me get a creature back from graveyard. Mortals Resolve to help my creature get indestructible, mainly Stangg. Pit Fight removal. Flying removal. Gotta have that. You can kind of seem to foil. Rapid Growth, Land Search, Savage Trister, Board Wipe if I have enough. Twin Flame, again, help create a token copy of a creature when I'm attacking. Active Treason. Gain control of someone's creature and deal damage with it. Land search. Hunter's Insight. Choose a creature, deals damage. And I could choose a planeswalker with it. I may also draw that many cards. Equal to that, combat damage. Decimate. Removal. Grab the Reins. Again, another gain control of creature. Sudden Reclamation has been performing great so far. Put the top 4 cards of my library into my graveyard. Return a creature card and a land card from your graveyard to your hand. And lastly, Escape to the Wilds. I may play additional land this turn. A lot of mana help. So that is pretty much Stangg. A lot of reflections going on right here. So far, I've actually won 2 games with it. Because I was just able to get my big creatures out. Able to have a lot of removal. Creating a lot of tokens. I just was able to get a lot of damage through. So it's been working. Even though it's a small commander. So, like this video if you liked it, comment on it, and subscribe for more deck techs.